Good evening, gentlemen. This is a proposed plan of attack on how we're going to operate at the December 19th Wreaths Across America. We are the traffic control unit of Rolling Thunder National, and this is the plan. People will enter the cemetery and they'll meet me. I'm Frank. I will direct them to turn right there and go all the way up and around. Tom will push them back down to where Deuce is on the bottom of road number 2. He will line up the vehicles going all the way back up to Tom and line them all the way back down, all the way down to road number 1 where I am. Then Deuce will station himself over to the bottom of road number 2 to make sure nobody tries to go on that road, and to make sure nobody tries to park on the right side of the main road where he is at. Then once these 2 roads are completely filled up, if people want to come in and park, I will let them through, but they're going to have to go all the way through the main street, all the way up to where Brennan and Craig are, and Brennan will direct them to go around that loop to the right and around and back down, all the way back down to basically where I'm at, and start lining the cars back up that way. So everybody is generally facing the exit after all is said and done. We've got Dan over here in the bottom of road 3. To make sure no one turns right up in there, and to make sure the traffic flows continuously on that main street without parking on the right side of the road as they are heading toward the cul-de-sac. Up on top of road 3, we've got Bill. He'll be taking care of any people who want to park on that side of the building, mostly Rolling Thunder on the left side. On the top side, people will be directed to park if they're actually going to be partaking in a funeral service. There'll be handicap parking up there also. So that is basically it. You've got them coming to me. I send them up and around road 1 to road 2 to Deuce. Deuce parks, lines up the people and separates the cars enough so that the people in the middle can get out if they have to. Obviously, we don't want them bumper to bumper, and we don't want them on the grass. We want it right on the edge of the curb, leaving enough room for traffic to go up and down the road next to these cars. What else do I have for you? Now, Tom and I are leading this event, so any issues, everyone will have walkie-talkies, or most everyone will have walkie-talkies, and we'll communicate. Anyone having walkie-talkies and are directed to do something or communicated with, please acknowledge receipt of said communication, please. You can either say, "I got that, Frank," or "I got that, Tom," or 10-4, Tom, or "Hi, Tom," or whatever the case might be. Acknowledge receipt of communication so that Tom and I know you got the message. Communication is critical in order for us as a team to make sure that this operation runs smoothly. Any questions, you can give me a text. If there's anyone that's going to be able to participate in the flag planting deal on December 7th / rain date December 8th, then we can go over it in person. I'll bring the diagram with me, and we can basically rehearse our duties. Otherwise, we'll see you all at 9:30, December 17th. We'll have a half hour, 15 minutes to a half hour to review our duties, hand out the walkie-talkies, test the walkie-talkies, and rock and roll for an outstanding performance that day. Thank you all.